Have you ever gone to a rave festival or to a psychedelic festival or just to a party and you've taken a substance for the first time and you experience something that they call a bad trip, or you just experienced a very negative, or you just had a very negative experience when taking the substance and you never went back to try the substance? Have that ever happened to you? So this is basically what they call a bad trip, right? So let's discuss as to why exactly you're having bad trips. When you take a certain substance that your body are not used to, you are facing basically what happens, right, during this time period is you are facing all of the things that you have to heal within yourself. Like say for instance, you're taking a certain psychedelic and you compare it with very bad music, for example, right? Because of the frequency of that music, like say for instance it was in a very high frequency that is in a combination of any dark lightning or dark energies, or just the energies in general was very dark, that means that there is a darkness within yourself that you have to, that was poked at that moment, that you have to face. Now say for instance it is just at an outdoor place, you are in nature, you took something for the first time as well, and your friends is telling you like it's okay, it's going to be okay, but then you are still having this bad trip. It is because of the fact that this has triggered you to get certain things out. Like bad trips, right, are there for you to heal from anything that you are fighting against, because all of us, we have certain things that we suppress, right? And sometimes people suppress their traumas, anxieties, and fear. They suppress it by drinking. Other people go to psychedelic festivals and they pop shit in order to get over it, right? But sometimes when we take something, a substance that our body is not used to, and we have like an unhealed trauma within ourselves that we keep on suppressing, that is when that entire thing is like showing its face unexpectedly. So how can you prevent bad trips? Like can you prevent bad trips? Speaking from a personal experience, I can personally say yes, you can prevent it, because at the end of the day, it's like when you do anything for the first time, you should never go above your limit. And whenever you do something new, you need to understand that you need to be in control within your own mind. Your mind shouldn't have control over you. And this is how bad trips are also initiated and started and continue. Because like if you give in to whatever emotions you are feeling, you will be able to continuously experiencing and enhancing that bad and terrible emotions that you have within that moment, because now you don't have control over yourself. It's the same as drinking, right? It's the same as when you drink too much and someone wants to fight you, for example, and you let the alcohol take over. You need to understand that, especially at festivals as well, it is very important to have a very, 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 very strong mindset and to be able to be in control within your mind. Because I'm going to tell you something, right? One day I went to a rave party. This was years, many years ago. I went to a rave party, and my best friend, she took something and it was a bit too strong for her, and she started to feel dizzy, and panic came all over her. So I took her to the place where we slept, and I sat with her, I comforted her until she fell asleep, and then I went back to the dance floor. When I went back to the dance floor, the music started to become super dark, and this was at 2 a.m. in the morning when the music became so dark. I think it was dark trance, or like what is this trance that they call? Please bear with me here. Acid trance, right? Like we have this word, like it's acid trance, like it's very, very strong. Like you need to be on acid in order to understand this, right? So for me, I was not. So I was like having a different experience. So this music became super dark, and because I knew where I was, because I knew the environment that I was in, I had to talk myself out of it. I had to talk myself out of the fact of saying, okay, you know what? And again, I'm not promoting using these things. I am advising you how you should use these things, because at the end of the day, we all have free will. But I just want to advise you, like, if you go and do some things for the first time, you need to be able to have that very strong connection within yourself. Don't go to festivals, don't do any substances, don't do anything that you have never tried before if you don't have a very good relationship within yourself, if you don't have a very, very strong mindset. If you are weak-willed, be advised to take things in a moderate amount, and don't go with your friends that are already pioneers and fucking founders and vice presidents when it comes to the festival scene, because I can tell you, like, their intake and your intake will not be the same, because their experience and your experience is not the same. And also, walk yourself through it. Don't do shit for the first time in a close environment. Don't do things for the first time in a place where you're feeling stressed. Like, say for instance, you live in a household that is super stressful, and your friends are telling you, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna do this and this and don't go back home, because that is where you're going to face your demons, and shit is just going to be like worse than what it is in the mean, and like from jump, you know what I mean? So be very careful when it comes to experiencing bad trips, because bad trips is not your reality. If you experience bad trips and you get over the bad trip, like, sit with yourself and ask yourself, what exactly did I experience? What exactly was shown to me? Because at the end of the day, right, if you're experiencing a bad trip, that means that is the thing that you really need to heal within yourself. And again, we are on our spiritual journey, right? There's a lot of things that we need to heal within ourselves, and the thing that we literally suppress the most, that is the things that will pop up and show up in your life at that moment when you're having a bad trip. So instead of like fighting your demons, if you are seeing anything demonic in your bad trip, like, you need to tell yourself, like, okay, this is not a real demon, this is something within myself that I have to fight. What is it that the universe is trying to show me that I have to cleanse? Because you need to understand as well, like, all of these rave festivals, especially the ones that are in nature, are the ones that, this is a healing journey. You shouldn't be a prisoner to your trip. Like, you should welcome all of your demons. This is where your demons and your light actually comes together as one, because you need to, in order to appreciate light, you need to be able to walk hand in hand with your demons, and in order to appreciate your darkness, you need to be able to walk hand in hand with your light. This is why I'm saying, like, if you want to be whole within yourself, if you don't want to be triggered easily anymore, and you are experiencing a bad trip, it is for your own good. Don't give in to your bad trip. Don't let panic take you over. Relax, walk yourself through it. Tell yourself, I'm telling you, if you're going to tell yourself, like, this is only a bad trip, this is only a bad trip, this is not real, what is this trying to teach me? You will get to know that, okay, this is my demon that I was trying to hide within myself. Let me face my demon. If I'm telling you, if you face your demon, my dear, there is literally nothing that can phase you in this life. But you have to be very, very careful when it comes to bad trips as well. You can't be out here letting the substances take over, because this is where you will hurt yourself. I'm going to tell you a story. One day as well, also years ago, because I haven't been at the rave in a very long time, because where I'm currently located, there's no such thing. Well, there are, but not until the extent as to in my home country. So one day we went to this festival, and this festival was very well known for interesting things. and it was literally the start of the festival. It was a 3-day festival, and my friends and I, we were just chilling, we were just eating. While we finished eating, and the music started. Like, the music started to play at around 6 p.m. And there was this guy, because at the time it was summer, and it was still light, like the sun was setting at 8 p.m. or something like this. And there was this guy, and we kept our eye on the guy while he was anyway, there was this guy. We kept our eyes on the guy because we don't know the guy, right? So this guy was sitting, like, this guy sat like next to us, and this guy was chowing since we got there. Like, we got there at around 12 or 1 p.m. and we set out our tents and we got comfortable. And this guy, like, the moment when we moved closer to the dance floor, this guy was chowing on all of the substances that you can think of. So when the music started, bruv, like, everything started to kick in at the same time. Like, that is wild. 11 on the clock. That is wild. Like, everything started to kick in for this broski, bruv. And this guy went mad. Like, he was running straight into trees and shit like this, and the paramedics had to come and, like, take him away. Like, the paramedics had to come and, like, calm him, if you know what I mean. So this is why I'm telling you, don't let the substances take you over. Bad trips only last for a minute or two, or up until an hour. I don't know how long bad trips last, but it scars you mentally, because you will consistently remember it, and it's there for you to remember in order for you to heal that aspect, to heal that demon of yours that you are trying to suppress and fight. You know what I mean? Because, like, we all have vices. And I would never advise anyone to cure their vices with, to cure their demons or their traumas with any vices. This is why it's so important for you to build a strong relationship with yourself. You need to learn how to journal. You need to learn how to write, because the reason why I'm saying this is because I know for a fact it's not easy to speak about things that is bothering you. But I can tell you and I can promise you, if you just write things out, bro, or if you just, like, do a voice note to yourself on your phone, getting things out, it will help you tremendously. Don't bottle things up, and don't think that if you're gonna fucking pop a pill or you're gonna drink a lot that you're gonna cure your shit. You're not gonna cure anything. You're not gonna heal anything. This is not how you heal. You heal by working on yourself. I can tell you, bro, like, my life changed when I started to go to trance festivals, rave festivals and stuff like this, because the music and the people that are within the community itself, they are fucking amazing, bro. Like, you all go through the same shit. You go through childhood traumas, you heal yourself, you grow to be this fucking amazing person, you free spirit, you know for a fact that you cannot be controlled. So yeah, it's nice to go to these festivals, but understand as well that just use your discernment. Look at the intake of substances that you have. Bad trips normally happen when you are trying to forget something, and you try really, really hard to forget something, and you just you mix a substance with very imbalanced frequency music. So be mindful. If you don't want to have any bad trips, just work on yourself before you go to any festivals. Understand the traumas that you have, and don't let your traumas get to you, and don't let your traumas get the most out of you. You have control over your own life. You have control over your own mind, and voila. And if you had a bad trip before, because of the substance that you used, try to remember what your trip was, and identify exactly what you have to heal, because it is a healing trigger for you. Heal that, whatever was identified for you, heal that, and go back to that substance, because I can tell you and I can promise you already, like, the moment when you heal that trauma of yours, and you go back to that very same thing that was triggering you into that healing, you will have the most amazing experience. And just do it with people that are actually there for you. Do it with people that are more experienced, and do it with people that has an open mind. Don't do it with people who are going through their own fucking problems as well and trying to do shit just to forget about things. Don't do it. That will be your biggest fucking downfall. Do it with people that you trust, and do it with people that are very open-minded, that will be able to help you if you go through shit, to be able to walk you through any of your bad trips, and to tell you and to guide you like it is okay. Because having bad trips, I can tell you already, having bad trips is okay. It is really just a trigger for healing, and the moment when you heal, that is the moment when you are going to be free. I can promise you that, because I've spoken to so many people. They said, oh yeah, you know, I don't do mushrooms because mushrooms have given me a bad trip. And I asked them, like, okay, what was the trip about? And they told me the trip, and I told them, okay, but this and this and this and this is what you have to heal. And the moment when they actually went and healed it, and they went back to mushrooms, the experience was much different. So this is why I'm telling you, like, all of these substances, especially if you are new, again, don't try to suppress your child, your traumas, and or any of your type of traumas. If you're trying to get over a breakup and you go and do a substance for the first time, 16 sixes on the clock, is a bad idea, baby. It's a very bad idea. Heal yourself first. Get over your traumas and your triggers. Work through yourself, build a very strong mindset, and then you can do the shit that you want to do. Again, I'm not promoting it, I'm just talking you through it, because I know for a fact that there's a lot of people that are going through this shit. So I do understand that it's okay to have a bad trip, but identify your bad trip as inclences of trigger warnings, and the moment when you heal that trigger within yourself, you can go back and enjoy the substance as the pleasure as it wanted to give you from the first place. Okay, so I really hope that message has helped you. If you want to have more guidance on this, please do let me know. Please do let me know if there's anything that you want me to talk about as well. I just get like inklings of messages that spirit wants me to talk about, so I'll talk about it. I cannot really be very open here on YouTube, because I'm not very sure as to what I can say, what I cannot say, how I can say it, how I cannot say. So again, this is not like me promoting and or condoning and or telling anyone that they should do it. I'm just saying, like, if you are in that group, in that mind space, even in that time frame of doing shit like that, by all means do it within moderation. Don't do it because next man can do it better than you. It's not a competition. It's about your own spiritual journey. It's about your own healing. And the moment when you accept yourself for who and what you are, and the moment when you can accept others for who and what they are as well, and understand that things are happening for you and not to you, even though you don't have much control over certain situations, forgive yourself. Okay, so that is basically all that I wanted to say. And I have actually a perfect video that goes hand in hand on this as well. So if you have like any sneaky ex-friends, any friends that you stopped any connections that you stopped having or any friends that you stopped being friends with, here's like a video up here or up here that basically tells you as to how your ex-friends are still keeping tabs on you, and how you can actually identify when friends are being sneaky behind your back. So that is all from me. I wish you all a beautiful day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do wish you a fantastic day ahead. Thank you for liking, for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Bye.